Central Anatolia. The breadbasket of Turkey. And right in the heart of it is a powerful body to give guidance to all the market actions. Konya Exchange of Commerce. Konya Exchange of Commerce is a body having a public legal personality established to deal with the articles which are standardized and included in the stock exchange, parted in certain types, and the discovery, registration, and announcement of the prices formed in the stock exchange. They achieve significant contribution in finding the real product value of the producers and marketing them by following the national, international, and local markets, and provide quality production by directing the producers towards the products having chance in the market. They consist of basic chain of the farmers' organization, established in 1924, and today having one central stock exchange and registration offices in 6 counties. Konya Exchange of Commerce meets the 10% of the total wheat and 14% production of the country in general. The articles like grains, pulses, cumin, fenugreek, soapwood, textile raw materials, livestock product, raw leathers, oil seeds, and fruit kernels constitute the agricultural and bestial products being transacted in the Konya Exchange of Commerce, where the grain sellers, pulse sellers, fodder suppliers, merchant of the livestock and fatteners, butchers, merchant of wool, spring wool and angora, raw leather dealers, flour producers, producers of egg, cheese, vegetable oils, grains of other types are also included. Having been active since 1997 in its new building, which was constructed according to the conditions of the age in the Grand Wheat Bazaar, Konya Exchange of Commerce is in the service of our dealers, farmers and villagers on 8,940 meters square building area, taking the services in place to Sarayönü, Kadınhanı, Kulu, Günak, Beyşehir and Çumra counties with 6 registration offices to our farmers and villagers. Konya Exchange of Commerce has increased its servicing network also with 3 scale buildings, spring wool and egg registration office inside the Grand Wheat Bazaar, livestock registration office built inside the Konya plants and the biggest grain storing plants of Turkey, taking place among the first 3 stock exchanges whose trade volumes are high. Konya Exchange of Commerce is the stock exchange to speculate the most developed cash flow stock exchange in Turkey and is an authority on grains in the country. The cash dealing transactions are carried out in the ground floor in the stock exchange, and dealing, sample and laboratory analyses are administered in their classes. Approximately the prices of 130 samples can be quoted within 1 hour. In the harvesting season, daily 4,000 to 5,000 of products are quoted a price. All the dealings are executed in the computer-mediated conditions in the stock exchange, and products received from 3 different points by means of automatic sample devices are taken to the physical analyze laboratories right before the sale and sent to the sell hall with analysis report extracted from here. The sales in the sell hall, which are broadcast through 6 42-inch plasma and 12-meter square projection screens, are realized by the public auction way. The prices discovered at the end of the open cry in the Konya Exchange of Commerce are daily given to the Reuters agency and they are published. Konya Exchange of Commerce, whose basic concept is to assist the effective activity of the markets, follows a development strategy which is oriented towards the future. Bringing the stages of the development strategy into life, Konya Exchange of Commerce has developed information presenting system, modernized their laboratories, improved the auction system convenient to visual illustration, and set up information screen systems for the farmers in the sell halls. Konya Exchange of Commerce, chosen as the pilot stock exchange, has benefited from the credits of the World Bank and COSGAP. and modernized on the systems, putting major investments from the laboratories to other equipment. At the end of these investments, the analyzing of all the products which are offered to the sale is achieved, and thanks to that, the standardization and the real market price discovery became possible. Nevertheless, this modernization bears an important step within the modulation of the time deposit transactions as providing a storage facility. Being the first stock exchange in Turkey to receive the quality certificate, Konya Chamber of Commerce has established the TCE, EN, and ISO 9001-2000 quality assurance system and certificated in order to follow the changes and development in terms of technology and business culture, improve the current offered services, make the products of their customers accepted in the country and foreign countries, increasing the reliability of their laboratory test analyze activities. The laboratories of Konya Exchange of Commerce, which are active in three groups classified as food laboratory, soil analyze laboratory, and pre-sale laboratory, has been put into the laboratories conforming to the European standards. Achieving to be the subcontracting laboratory of TCE, the laboratories of Konya Exchange of Commerce is the member of Turklab, which is the member of Eurolab, Europe Laboratories Association. Moreover, their applications to Turkish accreditation institutions and German accreditation institution were also accepted and now are at the auditing stage. Always supporting the farmers, villagers and dealers and acting with the principle, if there is farmer, there is also merchant. If there is farmer, there is also industrialist. Konya Exchange of Commerce has procured all sorts of contributions related to the agriculture and stock raising as an institution. Afforesting activities and struggling against rake harms come first among these supports. At the end of the wide participation meetings held with the leadership of Konya Exchange of Commerce, 100 field pulverizers were purchased to be given to the Directorate of Agriculture and presented to the use of the producers. Posters, brochures and banners were made for information purposes and sent to all over the country. Besides taking the aim to plant 1 million saplings in order to prevent the lack of precipitation in the Konya plain and stop the drake harms, Konya Exchange of Commerce has almost come to an end the stage of these works. Konya Exchange of Commerce has also important contributions to the social life, aiding regularly to the families in need and students in primary school ages every year. Konya Exchange of Commerce owns a primary school and a police station building. Konya Exchange of Commerce is one of the rare stock exchanges with the physical structure, personnel and mentality with the technical substructure. Their objective is to provide transaction of all the agricultural products subject to the quotation in the exchange, to product exchanging developing the cash transactions, and finally perform the exchanging activities at the world standards by transferring to the time deposit transaction. Konya Exchange of Commerce trying hard to be a reference point in the integration between the sector and the world. Konya Exchange of Commerce has always been entrepreneur of the market with the right investments. Konya Exchange of Commerce has always been in the heart of the grain region of the Central Anatolia and will stay like that. Konya Exchange of Commerce